Hey all, Zackery here, and this video is going to be kind of a mashup of different things. I haven't posted a video here on YouTube since TikTok went away, so we're going to talk about the forward progress of the channel. We're going to talk about the seizure that I had last week and what that means for me, and how we're going to handle that moving forward as well, and kind of just give you a general update about Oreo and I. So let's get the seizure stuff out of the way. I feel like that's probably the most important thing I need to talk about or want to talk about. I had a seizure. What was it? Last Friday. Oh, a week ago from Friday, and it was terrifying. It was scary. I've never had a seizure before. It definitely caused some chaos in my personal life, and is continuing to cause chaos. What happened was I was sitting on my bed doing some research on my laptop. Nothing abnormal for me. I was pretty calm, pretty relaxed, just doing my thing. And for those of you that don't know, I use a screen reader to interact with my computer, which is text to speech. It reads what's on screen. And I noticed that I was having trouble understanding it. Now, um, I I listen to my screen reader pretty fast. The voice is pretty quick, and when I have headphones on, I can speed it up a little bit more. Um, because it's I don't know. When I don't have headphones in, I have to slow it down a few percentages, and so I thought it was that. So I wasn't using headphones, and I slowed it down, and I was like, cool, that I can understand it now for a second, and then it started to sound really weird, and about that time, I noticed that my legs were starting to shake. My laptop was on my knee, and it was shaking. Now I have ADHD, and I bounce my heel as like a self-soothing thing or whatever, but I like bounce my heel or shake my foot, and it was not like that. It was like both legs were shaking, and I had about a second to realize like, oh, that's not normal, and then lights out. I don't remember anything after that point for some time. I wake up on the floor. At that point, I didn't realize I was on the floor. I was super disoriented. I felt like someone was in the room. Like I felt like a sense of doom. I felt like there was a ghost or demon in my room. I was feeling around and I couldn't figure out why things had been rearranged. I was like, why is there a second bed in my room? Why are these boxes moved? Why is there the table and chair right there? Like I thought so. Now keep in mind, I'm on the floor, so I thought someone had put my little TV tray up on the bed, and I was like, that's not supposed to be there. How is that there? And I was just really out of it, really confused. And I started to kind of get out of that state to some extent, not completely. And I went upstairs and I asked my roommates if, like, hey, did you hear anything abnormal? Do you know why my room's been rearranged? And they're like, what are you talking about? They didn't really catch on that something was wrong. Um, I went back downstairs. I pulled up my security camera, and it's one of those things where I was still kind of out of it, but I was with it enough to pull up the security camera. And I found the clip at 4:16. This happened at 4:16 on Friday, a week ago. Not last Friday, but the Friday before that. And I pull up the footage, and you hear me moan, like a really weird noise I've never made before. You hear me kind of shaking, like seizing. You hear Oreo start freaking out. He does an alarm call, which he has a very specific alarm call. I've only ever heard him really do that exact alarm call twice in my life before this. He jumps off his cage, flies down to the floor, and just continues to alarm call. And my security camera microphone isn't high quality. It's a Nest Cam. It's a lower quality Nest Cam. So um, the audio quality is not the greatest, and the camera was pointed at Oreo's cage. It was not pointed at me, so there's really no video. You see my hand and head come into frame for a split second, and then out. Um, and it took me a while to realize that Oreo was on the floor, and because he landed roughly, his stubby was bleeding. I did what I could to take care of that, and it's at that point, or maybe before that point, the timeline's a little confusing that I realized I'd pissed my pants. Now, as an adult, I've not pissed my pants. um, so I thought I maybe had spilt water, but my water bottle wasn't anywhere near me. It hadn't been knocked on the floor. And so I was like, okay, well, between the audio from the camera and the fact I pissed my pants, this is definitely very seizure-like. I have two family members who have seizures, and um, so I kind of know the signs. And yeah, I didn't know what to do. I was still very confused. Couldn't believe it. It was so baffling to me that my brain just shut off like that. No heads up ahead of time, really. And I was terrified. So I text my roommate when she gets off work. Well, she texts me, and I was like, "Hey, I had a seizure. I don't know what to do." Um, Going to the ER wasn't something I even thought about. I was like, what am I gonna do? Like, what are they gonna do? What's the point? And then my roommate Lacey convinced me to go to the ER. So we go to the ER. They run blood work. They do a tox screen. They do an EKG. They put me in a CT for a CAT scan for a head CAT scan. Um, no sign of stroke. No sign of heart attack. No brain bleed. No aneurysms. No tumors. Everything came back normal. Tox screen came back clean, which it should. Um, so yeah, it was pretty weird. They said I should have called 911 after the seizure. Whatever. I'll do that next time, I guess. Maybe. Um, they told me I need to see a neurologist and a cardiologist. So my primary care doctor is getting me set up with those. I'm supposed to hear from my neurologist here in the next couple days to get an appointment scheduled, and I will keep you updated on all of that. Um, Going back to Oreo, we're not sure quite how it happened, but when he left his cage and went to the floor, between the time he was on his cage until the time I picked him up, lost feathers. He lost several wing feathers, and he lost all but four of his tail feathers. And I don't know what happened. I don't know if maybe he got trapped by me somehow when I was on the floor flailing around. Um, it's weird that he lost wing feathers as well, if that was the case. So my thought is he was stress plucking, because when they get super stressed out, they're anxious, they have high anxiety, they will start plucking their feathers. And the feathers were all over the floor. They weren't like in one little area, they were kind of like all over the floor. So if they had been stuck under a box, or they'd been stuck under me or something, you figure they would have stayed right in that spot. But these were all over. Um, and he let me pick him up after the event. So if I'd been the one to hurt him, I don't think he'd be so willing to let me pick him up. Yeah. So that's the seizure. That's the seizure stuff. I'll keep you updated with all of that. And if you have any questions, throw them in the comments, and I will do my best to respond to your questions, or with a video or a comment. Um, as far as the channel goes, now that we're full-time YouTube, we've been doing some live streams. Those are going pretty great. Berber, please stop biting my ear. I have a public playlist on my channel of all of our live streams. So when we do a live stream, it'll be put over there so you can watch it if you miss it. And you should always, not always, if I remember to always check the box, you should always see the messages coming in during the live stream. They should be in the video replay. I am thinking about doing a weekly, like, 10-minute check-in video where Oreo and I sit down and just chit-chat about stuff and answer questions that you all have, and tell you about books I'm reading, or tell you about something I'm working on, or sharing some writing or whatever. Just like a 10-minute video where we check in once a week. On top of that, I want to do other videos with topic-based content. And if you have suggestions for video topics, please put them in the comments. I will do my absolute best to accommodate and to make those videos happen. And I'm an open book, so if you have questions about my life, please let me know. Uh, yeah. What else? Oh, our website's going well, zackerhertz.com. You'll find all of our stuff over there, our links to social media, Oreo's origin story. I'm working on my origin story. Um, you can find our merch. You can grab yourself the Oreo the Stargazer t-shirt. You can grab our spicy water coffee mug. Spicy water is what we call alcohol. That's what we said that on TikTok, and it's just kind of stuck. Mm. You can grab a mug. They come in 11 and 15 ounces. You can choose the handle and the interior color. There's 5 different colors. We also have a spicy water shot glass. We have stickers and uh, other stuff. That's the thing about this. Whatever happened with the seizure, I already had trouble after the thunderclap headache a few years ago, putting sentences together, and it seems to be getting worse. I'm also kind of disassociative at times now, so that's fun. Though that seems to be getting better. Anyway, you can also find our contributions page, zachhertz.com/contributions. There you will find our Venmo, our PayPal, and Cash App, as well as our Amazon wish list. And if you send a gift off our Amazon wish list, we will make a video showing off what you sent us. And if it's a snack for Oreo, you get to see him eat it in the video. And if you add a gift receipt, we will shout out whatever's on the gift receipt, with some exceptions. It needs to be YouTube appropriate. It needs to be PG, and it cannot be political or religious in nature. But feel free to promote yourself, your social media, a small business, a cause you care about. Tell us a joke, or tell Oreo he's cool. I don't know, whatever. And if you don't want us to make a video, just put no vid on the gift receipt. And if you want us to make a video but keep it anonymous, we will do that. We won't. I never tell people's full names in the videos anyway. I either do the first name, or if your username's on the gift receipt, I'll do usernames. So yeah, I think that's pretty much everything I want to cover in this video. The reason I'm promoting the contributions page is because right now we need 1,000 subscribers, a total of 1,000 subscribers to monetize our channel. We're at 259 subscribers at the recording of this video. So if you can share this out to your friends, tell people about us, join our live stream, subscribe, share, like, we'd really appreciate it. And then once we unlock the monetization, we will be able to do like super chats where people can pay a couple bucks to have make sure their chats are read. It helps support the channel, all sorts of stuff. And I think it also lets me attach my merch directly to the channel. I think that's it. Orion, I love you all. Please be kind to yourselves and others. Go learn some cool shit. Make the world a better place. Try to be happy when and where you can. Laugh at yourselves, and more importantly, laugh at other people. We love you all. Take care. Peace out. See ya.